linked with him through Paul Rosenberg, and I met Paul through Riggs and Bradley. It was kind of a domino effect, if you will. Once I got with Riggs through a mutual friend, you know what I'm saying, someone that I knew for years or what have you, and we had been working on music. He had an artist at the time that I worked with, and me and the artist ended up working together, and he took the project over to Riggs, basically to showcase his artist. And Riggs ended up hearing me on one of the tracks that I was featured on or what have you, and ended up reaching out to me because he liked what he heard and he wanted to hear more. So I took more to him. He liked it, took it to Paul. Paul liked it, took it to him, and the rest is history. I mean, like, independent today isn't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many more possibilities or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Where it took a lot of work to be independent back then. Now it's just a matter of having being on the right site, having the right blog, things of that nature, the right social site, and just working. Like, I'm just going hard. And once you do that, develop a fan base, get some people interested in what you got going on, they'll spread the gospel. So it's be independent nowadays. It's a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? For the artist. It just depends. I guess it depends on the hustle of the individual, but it can be, like, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at, for instance, Drake's situation, like, just what he could have did on some independent, you know what I'm saying? Once he had got the buzz and got the attention, like, if he decided to just put something out independent before he went major, like, man, what kind of money he could have made, like, it could have been crazy. So, it just depends on the situation. Man, the new music for me, man, like, it's extreme. Like, I'm trying to push the envelope. You feel me? Like, I have been, surfing the sites, if you will, man, and I just got bored. Like, everything became redundant. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against anyone in particular, but it's just like everybody was just rapping. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, you got skills, you nice, I heard you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I be in the look? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand everybody, wants to prove themselves or what have you as far as an MC or, the subject matter just got a little bit redundant too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rock and go. It's either you selling dope, you know what I'm saying, and you letting everybody know what you got from selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this car, I got this house, I got this jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Or you got skills. You the rapper of the year, you the best there ever was, and I need to know that 1,000 times on 1,000 different songs. I don't know why. Or, you're taking the pop approach. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're crossing over and you're appealing to that crowd like it. And in each one of those areas, man, things just got redundant, like where everybody's just saying the same thing almost. I don't know. I just got bored with it, man. To tell you the truth, a couple times I almost wanted to quit and do something else just because I was that bored or just that turned off by it. But, I started to experiment and fell in love with it all over again. So, like, with this new music, it's extreme. You know what I'm saying? It's Bobby Creekwater tour and extreme. It's not as exciting as it used to be, just being honest, like, and that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has an opinion. You feel me? And mine, I'm just not as excited by it. Like back then, there were a bunch of up and coming artists that, they added something to it. They had their own ingredient and they added to it. It was just exciting times. You know what I'm saying? And now we're just like I said, man, I feel like things are becoming a bit redundant. Ain't nobody trying to create their own sound, do their own thing no more. Everybody just giving a different take on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like as a fan, like when I spoke earlier, and when I first started, I was speaking as a fan. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, I get frustrated with that because I'm looking for something to excite me. You know what I'm saying? As far as this music is concerned, when I came up at the time I was coming up, when I grew up off of it, it was always something. You can go in the record store and buy like 5-6 CDs that had just dropped from 5-6 different artists, and they had their own thing, and it was refreshing. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like something new. It was like, oh man, but now it's like, man, you gotta wait on 1 or 2 people to drop. Like, okay, I gotta wait on Kanye to drop an album. Man, such and such got an album coming out. I gotta wait on that. You know what I'm saying? To get your fix. of what, you know what I'm saying, good music or whatever the case may be. Well, initially, the birth of a dictator for me, I started like I don't know, I just started reading up on different people. It started with Che Guevara, and then it went to Fidel Castro, who was a dictator. You know what I'm saying? Started reading up on him for whatever reason. And, you know, from there, it just went to all type of, like, people who had these particular positions in society, like they were dictators, basically. And I guess I wanted to know what made them that way. You feel me? What made them, because all of them weren't good people. You had some, you know, some Joseph Stalin, some people that did some very bad things, but I just wanted to figure out what made them that way. You know, because I don't feel like it's a bad thing to want to be a leader. Like, you know what I'm saying? In theory, I feel like, you know, a leader is supposed to be a good person that leads people in the positive direction and things of that nature. But you had these individuals who had every quality of a leader, but they used it for the wrong reasons. So in studying them, I figured out, you know, it was a matter of circumstance and, you know, their surroundings, their environment. Society basically created these people. Now, whether or not they take responsibility for it, that's another thing. But they created these people and their circumstances, you know what I'm saying, and their environments created them and made them who they were. And I just thought that was an interesting thing. So, you know, me, I deal with, you know, the balance. I'm like, you know, if there is, you know, these dictators with all these powers and they use it for the wrong reason, then it has to be true for the opposite. They can be somebody with this much power that uses it for the right reason.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that was always my mission in life, to do something to help, you know what I'm saying, do something big, you know what I'm saying, do something great that affects a lot of people in a positive way. Like when I leave here, that's my mission statement. When I leave here, I want that to be said, like he did something that affected people in a positive way, a lot of people in a positive way. Let me just say this, as a fan, like as of late, I've been bumping Young Dro, like as a fan, because I think, like, man, dude is entertaining, man. He, like, you know what I mean? He got his own thing, and every time he gives it to you, man, like, it's like, man, like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, like, that's what I've been riding to. So, you know, just if I have to throw something out there early, like, that's somebody that I want to collab with on something.
Okay.
Young Dro, like, definitely, man, like, that's a Laker there. He's one of those guys, man, really doing this thing in my book. I want to shout out to all the individuals, all the people that do them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just like you bringing something unique to the world, and like I'm definitely appreciative of that. I want to give a shout out to the BGOV staff, the camp. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for staying down with me and going so hard. My manager, Steve O'Leo. Give a shout out to all the blogs that showed their support, man. I want to give a shout out to you for even having time, or making time rather, to interview me. You know what I mean? And you know, Birth of a Dictator coming soon. Y'all look forward, man.